Are you thinking about getting a puppy but are not sure which one suits your lifestyle? Many people choose on looks alone, which is a big mistake. And by the end of this video, you will know exactly how to pick up the right pup for you. Here are a few factors to consider. First up is your living space. Do you live in a house with a garden or do you live in an apartment? These two things are going to influence the decision on which puppy is right for you massively. The dog in itself is not the only thing that's going to take up space in your home. You have to take into consideration things like dog bowls and beds. On top of that, they're going to have a few toys laying around here and there, and you're really going to have to try and fit in their lifestyle with yours. So take a look at your living space and ask yourself, how much space do I realistically have for a large dog bed? If that's a question that you're asking yourself, then maybe a small to medium sized breed is going to be better suited to you. Small to medium dog breeds like Jack Russells and Whippets are going to be much better suited to those of you who live in an apartment. The next thing to consider is your activity level. Are you the sort of person who likes to go out on daily walks and runs? Or are you more of a couch potato that enjoys staying in of an evening watching a movie? You also have to ask yourself how much time you're willing to commit to the dog. Some breeds require more of your time than others, so you really need to ask yourself how flexible can you be during the day. Some dog breeds require a human to be around 100% of the time, and others are way more independent. Next up is grooming, and how often you're willing to do the grooming yourself, or how much money you're willing to invest into the dog's grooming during their lifetime. Some dogs require a lot of grooming and a lot of brushing, but others, much like my boy Freddie, needs pretty much no grooming whatsoever. Next is trainability. Some dogs can be super bright and easy to train, others can be more difficult and more stubborn to train. So you can ask yourself straight away, what is your kind of skill level when it comes to training a dog? How interested are you in training a dog? If you're not very interested, then finding a dog breed that's super intelligent and easy to train is going to be right up your street. If you think you're quite skilled in training and have a deep interest in training a dog moving forward, then you can get away with picking a breed that's a little more difficult to train and a little bit more stubborn. And remember, there's no such thing as a good dog or a bad dog. It's up to us as the owners to teach our dogs right from wrong. And if you're not sure where to get started with your puppy and training, I'm going to leave a link in the description to this video where you can download my free ebook to help you get started. The next thing to consider are your allergies. Are you asthmatic? Do you suffer from hay fever? Do you get irritable skin? If you do have allergies, there are some dog breeds that are hypoallergenic. However, I have experienced people who do have allergies to dogs who have touched Freddie and still got irritated by his fur. So definitely try to find a dog somewhere in your local area. Maybe you can find one on a local Facebook community group that you can see and hang out with, and maybe go for a walk with the dog and just put it to the test, because the last thing you want to do is commit to buying a puppy and then be allergic to that dog. And here's a short list of popular puppy types and their ideal owners. For active people, I would suggest a Labrador. For apartment dwellers, a French Bulldog. For busy professionals, a Greyhound. For families with children, a Golden Retriever. And for first-time dog owners, I'm going to suggest the Yorkshire Terrier. And to wrap up the video, here are some common mistakes to avoid. So a common mistake to avoid is selecting a puppy based purely on their looks. There's so many different things to consider with dogs and training, their activity levels and where they're actually going to be happy living, whether you have access to a garden or not. So definitely take some time to consider all of these things before you commit to buying a particular breed of dog. It's really important that you do some research on the dog breed's energy level, just to make sure that you're going to be able to keep up with them or they're going to be able to keep up with you. Also, do some research on their common health issues, because the last thing you want are nasty surprises to the vets later on in their life. And lastly is failing to come up with some sort of training plan for the puppy. It's really important to get started with this as soon as you can to make sure that you raise a well-behaved and well-mannered dog. But if you're not sure where to get started with your puppy's training, I'm going to leave a link in the description box to this video where you can go ahead and download my free ebook that will help you get started. So just remember, the right puppy for you depends on your lifestyle, not the looks of the dog itself. Comment below with what your dream dog is, and if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to comment, like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.